What up, people? Got keys, platform, and man, we got a good one for you guys today. Dame Dash, yes, Dame Dash, wildin'. Wildin' is the least I can say about this. He went and did a deposition today for a lawsuit. I'll tell you about the lawsuit in a minute that he's involved in on an upcoming movie that he was working on. They 86'd him from the project. Like I said, we'll talk about that in a minute. But listen, this deposition, I think it's gonna go viral. I think it's gonna be one of those things that people are like just talking about forever. Man, Dame was bugging out. Listen, man. You know Dame Dash loves to call people culture vultures. Yo, he called the lawyer a culture vulture in the middle of the deposition, man. Listen, I gotta roll some of this footage. I'll be right back, guys. Got Keys platform. Sub to the channel.
This doesn't give you control. We can't all just give you no power. It just makes you look stupid. I'm gonna ruin you as a lawyer. You'll never be a lawyer again. I bet you I'm gonna make you famous. I'm just giving you rope to hang yourself. You're going to be in a whole nother courtroom, in a whole nother place, for your frivolous lawsuits.
Any text that we've received, we've produced, they're all in the Google Drive.
Probably can't read.
Sean, you were very aware.
The testimony.
I think I did send those texts.
Hold on 1 second. I'm speaking now. Okay. The testimony is reflected in the transcript. The accurate testimony. Okay. And to the extent that there is something that reflects that haven't been produced, we'll produce that. Where you going?
You make me sick.
Where you going?
You make me sick. I don't care about that self-preservation.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck about this culture.
Man, y'all hear Dame, man? This isn't like a official court sanctioned session. He's in there cussing him out. You heard him, he called him a culture vulture. He said, "You'll never be a lawyer again. I'm gonna embarrass you. You're done." What? I don't know. He was wilding, man. He was wilding. I don't know why, too. I got a kick out of it and found it funny that the attorney who was questioning him, his name is Chris Brown. But, man, like, Dame just went off. You know, you gotta love Dame Dash. Dame Dash gets a bad name, but I don't know. I don't know what happened with that whole Rockefeller situation. You know, Dame swears Hove was the one, that fucked it all up. I don't know, but it's a shame Rockefeller is no more. Now, let's talk about this lawsuit a little bit. Before I do, though, one more thing, man. And don't turn this video off. There's a lot more great Dame Dash clips coming, but we're going to talk about what's going on with this in a minute. For a minute, and then we'll get back to that. But one more thing, when he's talking about where are you going? Where are you going? He got up off the stand or seat. Well, I don't know what you want to call it, right? The podium. I don't know. Whatever. The box. What is that? What do they call that there? I don't know. But he got up. He pulled some gum out of his mouth and got up and was like, first he was looking around. Where do I put this? Should have just stuck it. Like, hey, man, you're wilding out like that. You might, just stick it right on the desk or whatever. Nah, but he played him a little more the way he got up and went and looked and found a garbage can and threw it out. That's like, yo, where are you going? What are you doing? He's like, I'm throwing this scum out. Like, you disgust me. You're everything that's wrong with this culture. And just for the record, because he's calling him a culture vulture, normally, majority of the time, I mean, Dame's got a whole book out, Culture Vulture, that, describes what a culture vulture is to a T. You don't have to be a white man to be a culture vulture, but I believe the majority of culture vultures are white men, I think, right? But this guy was a black dude, and his name was Chris Brown, like I said. So, we'll get back to that Dame footage. This is epic, man. They're gonna be talking about this one forever. But before we talk about the lawsuit, also real quick, they said Dame is on the hook for the whole cost of this deposition, meaning he's got to pay for everything for both sides. For his side, I mean, obviously he's responsible for his side, but for the other side of the people in the lawsuit, all the costs today, attorney fees, everything, Dame's got to pay, because they said for his repeat disrespect of court orders, and inappropriate conduct. All costs, fees from both sides, like I said, and yeah, man, that was wild. Now, what the deal is if you remember a while back, Dame Dash was calling out that dude Lee Daniels, who is also, he called the culture vulture, also a black dude too. Now, are all these people culture vultures, or does Dame, are they truly culture vultures, or does Dame just throw that around? You know what I mean? Because it's a diss. You know what I'm saying? It's a for real diss, because if you're detrimental to the culture, you're exploiting it, you're robbing the culture, you ain't shit to the real hip hop fans and people who really, really mess with hip hop. You know what I mean? So does he throw that around loosely, or are all these people culture vultures? But anyways, I'm sure you guys seen the footage. Him and Lee Daniels is going at it. Apparently he gave him like, I think it was $1 million or maybe a couple M's. No, I guess it was 5, because that's what he got in the settlement. He loaned him money to make this movie, and Lee Daniels never paid him back. I forget what the movie was, but that footage went viral. I think he seen him at some kind of award show and approached him and was like, yo, man, I want my money. And he was like, Damon, I'm going to get it to you. Damon, I'm going to get it to you. But he got it. He got it. He sued him. He got it. He got 5 M's. So he took that money and invested in this movie that he wanted to be a part of, and that's what this whole lawsuit is over. The movie was originally called The List. They filmed some of it at Dame's house, and somewhere along the line, shit went bad with the the people he was working with on the movie, because they dropped Dame from the movie. They say he was showing up to the set high too much. Now, I don't really buy that, man. Yeah, Dame smokes weed, but Dame's a businessman. Love him or hate him, he ain't getting too zooted to where he can where he's showing up to the movie and isn't, you know what I mean? And like his marijuana smoke is hindering the movie. That like his weed high, like get the fuck out of here with that, man. That is, I think, maybe they really did do Dame dirty and cut him out. You know what I mean? The deal on some slick shit, because they filmed some of this movie at his house. So it's like they got that footage. They used Dame's house. They used Dame's money. Then they cut Dame out the deal, right? And Dame thinks he's still part of the movie. He's promoting it, calling it The List. They're like, yo, B, we changed the name of the movie to Dear Frank. It's got that one dude in it. I forget his name. You see him in the poster that I got pop, on the screen, the screenshot there for the movie. He was Tavon on The Shield, that light-skinned dude. He was in the movie's Motives 1, or he was in Motives 2. You know what I'm talking about. Light-skinned dude with the real sharp edge up. You know what I mean? And he was in Norbit too, I think. That was my shit, Norbit. Y'all like Norbit? But anyways, they cut him out of it. They said he was smoking too much bud. They couldn't deal with his weed high on set. That's just ridiculous the more I think of it and say it. You know what I mean? But anyways, he kept promoting the movie, calling it The List. Like I said, they, said, nah, man, you're out. We kicked you out the whip. It's called Dear Frank. And because you keep promoting it and calling it The List, we're suing you for defamation of character. But they're jumping out and saying, listen, we didn't even really want to sue Dame. We didn't want it to go down like this. But we heard he was about to sue us. So we sued his ass first. But think about it. These dudes are in the wrong. You know what I mean? These dudes are in the wrong, if you ask me. That whole weed thing, just, come on, man. I could understand if he was a smackhead and he was showing up to the set nodding out. You know what I mean? But even so, right? Because like I said, even if someone was on some hard shit, if they put up 5 M's for the movie, they let you film at their house and everything, wouldn't you, instead of just kicking them out the whip, maybe tell them, hey, man, instead of kicking you out the whip, just be hands off. Let us just make the movie. You can get your bread. You got your points on the project. You own this. You own a piece of this. We got you. But instead, they didn't do that. That would have, right? That'd be the right way to go about it. But they didn't do that. They told him, you're up out the whip, and we're suing you. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Dame Dash, he ain't foul on this one. They foul. But I don't know, man. Let's get back to the rest of this footage. This audio clips. I'm calling it footage. It's an audio clip. But Dame, that's 2 times he's got involved in movies and it's went bad for him. Movies is a cutthroat industry, y'all. You can see it, right? Like, I believe it's more cutthroat than the rap game. It's gotta be, because look at this shit. So let's get back to the rest of this epic Dame Dash footage, or audio of this deposition.
Fuck about this culture. Suck. Just put a whole put his whole body. Let's sell his whole culture out for them.
Dame, please, just let him ask the questions. Let's give him the answers.
Said some white man try to rob me. Suck.
Alright, there's no question pending.
Ain't funny. You should be disgusted. You represent everything that's terrible about our whole community, man. And I'm gonna make sure the world knows about people like you.
No, we cannot.
I want the people to know how disgusted I am.
Okay.
I'm human, bro. I get people like this try to rob me every day with a straight face. And they don't care about the culture, they only care about themselves.
I'm asking a question.
I'm just my mistake.
Oh, your mistake, so she was not present?
Nah, not her, no. I just said my mistake, I ain't saying it again.
Do you frequently make mistakes, Mr.
Always.
Dash?
I make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. I'm human, silly. That's not gonna go anywhere in court.
Do you make mistakes? I just got him there. He made a mistake. He's a clown.
We're gonna get him on a technicality. He won't be able to come because of a warrant, so I'll do it in New York. And now I'm right in front of you. You're sweating like a clown. Scared. Look at you all mumbly. Look at you jittery. Look at you jittery.
Dame, please.
We got it. We got it. You said it already. You know what happens? My triggers are when you ask me a question more than once. So if you tell me something more than once, that's when I'm interrupting. That's what's happening. Wait, stop. Let me just say something. The only time I'm interrupting him is when he asks me a question more than once. So when he asks me the same question, that's when I stop him. You get the first question. So,
We're still on the record.
Sorry.
I'm shutting this down. This is ridiculous.
No.
This is ridiculous.
Dame, please, we gotta
Your
finish
client
the
is
question.
unruly. He's answering the phone.
come on.
The witness
We
is
need to-
here.
She's talking. I'm answering while I'm talking to her, not you. That was a break.
Man, so I told you there was more, man. You seen that? He got on the phone. He stood up on the stand or whatever it's called and answered the phone, man. Showing these guys no respect. And, the more I think about it, man, like I said, it just don't really add up, They filmed the footage at Dame's house, cut him out the project, sued him. And, he's mad about it. And the way he came up in here, he's really showing it. Like, you know what? I commend Dame for this, because we've all been there where someone tried to, take advantage of us and, use a way to use a rule book, or, you know what I'm saying? Like at work, someone did some sucker shit and then went to the boss on you. And you know what? Like Dame standing up for himself, basically like, yo, I'm a self-made man. You can pull this whole shit. And, he personally feels the attorney is a sucker for messing with these clients. Like, the more you think about it, it makes sense, man. You know what I mean? So, shout out to Dame Dash. I don't know, people have felt different ways about Dame over the years. Dame swears Hove is the one that did the Rockefeller, he did him foul with Rockefeller and everything like that. But, I don't know. We're not gonna break down everything about Rockefeller right now, but I commend and respect Dame for this. I really do. Now, getting back to what we were talking about a minute ago when I said this is twice now he tried to get up in the movie business and it's went left. It's went left big time. I know he's got that Dame Dash Studios going, his own platform. So, Dame's still out here getting it. And he's still getting money and everything like that. And he thought he could parlay that 5 M's back into the movie industry, and it just didn't work. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens with Dame on this one, with this lawsuit. But I don't know, man. I got to check that Dame Dash Studios out. I honestly haven't even checked it out. And I don't know, but it's been good to see Dame lately, He's been messing with Adam 22 and everything. I don't know, but like I said, crazy ass deposition. It was entertaining. I'm gonna close this video. Close this video out. Thanks for watching my channel, my platform. Got keys. We got the keys over here, y'all. Subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm out of here.